All right, we're finally back. Start with the bad news. Samia broke the collarbone. 7 weeks. That's so much for our 4-3 defense. Probably play a lot more nickel now, which is fine. And we don't have a bye week in there because we played 11 games straight with this awesome schedule. Well, we're already getting into ACC play, so let's get her going. Recruiting hasn't moved much. We got Cal this week. Let's just see how it looks. 5-star that nobody's going after. Wow. Okay. Battling Kentucky there. That's all right. Arizona State battle there. And here's one with the Miamis that are already proximity championship contenders. Is that? We might already get that. Could be a Superman. And the SEC one, give it a 2. Nope. Oh, so it is just a Superman, right? Oh, whatever. Let's do it. So put the full 50 back. That looks like a battle. And, oh yeah, we can't skip it because. Alright, some big guys there, but we got a good lane. Brand exposure. Oh, I got this one. With some good numbers here. Is it the last one? Yep. Just leave that at 40. Behind Georgia here, playing time. Two already. Just those two. South South. Probably the shoe, but 50 on that. We might fall behind a little bit here, figuring that out. Looks good. Another battle here. Conference prestige. That's all we know. I'm going to leave that one. There. That one we're kind of letting up on. Looks good there. Notre Dame's coming in. Not top 5 yet? No. Florida battle here. Prestige. Let's take a look. Shield and SEC. SEC. Oh, I don't like that battle. I'll let go one more. They should be after 5 stars anyways. Looking good here, championship contender. One of the first 3. Stars or referee. Good there, good there. Shell out a couple. Let's see this one. else for a quarterback. We got this way. Send him here. Conference prestige. That'll work out well. And that's all of our points. I'd like to fill one of these other guys. I think next week we can still do the week 4, right? But that's good for now. Shouldn't be too tough of a game here.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the roll. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Golden Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Witherspoon. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So FIU's offense will get the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent.
And the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Perry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, they've
It's gonna cover 2.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. Ready. From the gun, the ground game. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And throw it.
The RPO plows through the defense. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this route, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
22 water. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's perfect. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage or predictable situations.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Seems to complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Direct snap. Finds a little space. Throws into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, the defense had an opportunity to get a stop on 4th down. The offense backed up, but they're able to plow forward on the ground.
Man, they said they wanted to be aggressive, but I don't know that anyone expected that type of aggression.
If I was on offense here, sudden change, now that you've picked up the first, why not go play action and take that shot?
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Witherspoon. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working to the defense. Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine.
Look at that.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Looks like they're going to really would have been better schedule. They got stopped.
Did not work against this defense. The Golden Bears will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll feel the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, it is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Moves. Right back to it. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats.
And now it's good to do.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Jackrabbit. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the one.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing.
Touchdown, FIU.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
I'm going to take out what's his name. We got enough depth now. I like Woodward. Let's put in McGregor, who's still pretty good. He's slow, but it's alright.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And off from the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They'll run play action. Brought over the middle. It's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. first down. We need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third down, he drops the throw. Finds his target down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Gets it past the first down marker. First down about number 42, and now this offense is clicking. 27 jump. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
He's got his man.
This is nothing really.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Oh, come on, Holiday, knock that down.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
They just keep firing.
Roach, the Dugan again. It's actually the curve. Crazy. Let's go to
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking deep. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call is on.
17. The second field goal.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And guys, they've come through on the first two third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
To the air on second down.
Oh my God.
It's a little close, a little too close for
The whole
quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots, when they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's the in. It's Witherspoon. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
FIU will line up to punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield.
is headed back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Flag!
Off the play fake. He's going for a big play
Ooh,
downfield.
look at Preston.
Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. This defense taking one back to the house. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 15 over Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Ready, go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB.
Get over there.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll line up for a second down play.
2-9 Phillies.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking downfield on first down.
That's covered.
And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's a a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
You know they pay me extra.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here we go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock.
Oh.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll go with a direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Oh, look at that Rebuild. That should have been an interception. Really clear.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hold on. I gotta see this again. Take the blitz, come back, coming across. At least have a hit off my helmet. No. I can take a picture of this and see this one for a touchdown for Cal. Like, how do you snapshot that?
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this
FIU's defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can shoot some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab over the middle. It's Perry. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The FIU set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Okay, ready? Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire.
It's going to go through.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
So it is.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Hines is tight end. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
As soon as I snapped it,
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close. He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
With the catch, it's Witherspoon. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2.
first down and
Big
long.
play.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to see the momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida International. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Ryan getting set on second down. The give out of the gun. Now wrestling down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping a manageable third down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Yeah, decent music.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
42 Spider.
The pull and throw off the arm.
Good there. And
they take it in for 6 more points.
a
lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Under fire! And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Roger. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Sweeney. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's going to take off.
Over.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's
I intercepted it.
And it's so underrated.
That's
The
good.
relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to
Nice,
be,
man.
and be accurate with the football. That's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over.
I gotta see that again. It's Preston, right? Here. I guess I was late and can you come down with that? What's that bounce thing? Challenge.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now. At this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 31 to UTSA. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that? Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got a man. It's Perry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Out of the air. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give to the tailback. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball and he delivered the goods. Great job taking the ball of the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Leads it with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ready? Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right.
Catches it.
And the runner is down,
It's a
and
can't
so
help.
is a flag. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Okay, ready? Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here we go. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock.
We'll go back in. I don't know how injured he is. He's been sitting for a while. Coverage good. Might be alright.
I like the decision by this offense.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Sweeney. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm
I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. You were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. You still have to throw the ball. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback taking the
Some weird stuff happening
Guys,
out
this is a
there, but
really good
again, we
win of
felt
this
in
ball
control.
club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
But not bad. All right, moving on.